Me man, Prekeh man. They are sending boy a government right now. See all the government for Jamaica. John, not sure they even know them kill my friend, but everything good. Yo, Crows. I'm a friend. Yeah man, we are teach Jamaica. Government and police them say. It's one of the worst wanted man.
Alright everybody, welcome back to SouFLoTV. Again, it is your host with the most. Jamaica's most wanted man, Delano Prekeh Bwoy Wilmot, was shot and killed during an operation by members of the security forces in Cambridge, St. James on Wednesday morning. Wilmot, who hailed from Mother Lane Retrieve in Cambridge, St. James, was a former high-ranking member of the notorious Ratty gang and was involved in the shooting of two members of the Jamaica Defense Force in St. James in 2017. He was also wanted for the murder of a man in Cambridge. Repeat that part. He was a former high-ranking member of the notorious Ratty gang and was involved in the shooting of two members of the Jamaica Defense Force in St. James in 2017. He was also wanted for the murder of a man in Cambridge. Reports are that Wilmot was shot dead during an early morning raid in the Amity area of Cambridge, and a M16 rifle was reportedly seized in the operation. The police were still processing the scene up to the publication of this particular news at this time. Prekeh actually appeared on the police radar during the reign of terror by the Ratty gang on residents in Retrieve and Cambridge in St. James. He was a former top-level lieutenant of the gang, which was led by Ratty Peterkin, who went into hiding after the January 2018 declaration of a state of emergency in St. James, was shot dead during a confrontation with the security forces in Westmoreland. So, we have covered this before as far as this person, Prekeh Bwoy, is concerned, right? The video you're watching now while I am talking, this video has about it has a couple 100,000 views on this channel. You should go and watch that video by clicking the link below to hear what was said before. Now, he was known as a notorious figure in the underworld. He was known for his ability to get in, hit the target, accomplish the mission, and get out with no trace left behind. Hence the reason he was able to make lots of money while living in the shadows. He was protected by prominent figureheads both in the underworld and in the legitimate world. They employed his services. They tipped him off. They financed his on-the-run lifestyle, and they gave him up. Many considered him brave because he was known to get into gun battles with security forces, shoot his way out, and escape many close calls. Well, even a cat has 9 lives, and someday those 9 lives will come to an end, and this cat's 9 lives has ran out. It is said that people would see him all the time, out and about, but would never tell the law because they knew that he was connected to the law in some way and that they feared the retribution. You already know. Tell them and they go tell upon you and then they make you disappear. The question remains though, or the questions remain. Who was he connected to? Who was protecting him or financing him? Who used his kill for hire services. Exactly how many murders is he really responsible for doing, and who gave him up, and why did they give him up? Now, his mantra is that he would never be taken alive, and in the process, he would take out a lot of people with him. He taunted the law, sending out brand new pictures to prove to them that they had failed in their recent attempts, and he was still alive and well. If you remember particularly one of those attempts, his friend Cruz lost his life in that gun battle with law enforcement officials, and he managed to escape. The Jamaican government has issued, Jamaican government, the media and the police have issued previously quite a few times, 2 or 3 times, that they had actually killed this person. Okay, and I remember specifically one time where they even had pictures up of a body that was laying there, but everybody was looking at the picture and saying that is not him. Upon further investigations, they realized that that was not him, that was the person he was with, and he had escaped once again. Well, I am waiting to see pictures. I am waiting for DNA evidence to prove that he is actually dead. If that cannot be shown, then I am still probably going to be of the mind frame that he has eluded the law once again and has gotten away. Remember, he was wanted for shooting of 2 members of the Jamaica Defense Force. Now, you shoot soldiers are going to never stop hunting you down until they find you, and they are going to make you pay. It is that simple. And he was also wanted for the murder of a man in Cambridge. Now, in hindsight, I will say he never got a day in court, so this was never proven. These stand still as accusations today, but because he did not want a day in court, you could say that he was tried and he was found guilty, not only in the eyes of some law enforcement officials and government officials, but also in the eyes of the public, because he was painted as armed and dangerous and one of those people who kill without impunity, on the run, somebody to fear. And there are many people right now that are celebrating that he is no longer here. So yes, the cat with 9 lives, if it is true, as is reported, Delano Prekeh Bwoy Wilmot is no longer among the living. It's funny because February 20th of 2019, he posted new pictures, brand new pictures to social media, taunting law enforcement and government officials in Jamaica. He was that brave and forward, and warning them to guard up them place because he's coming through. That time where he said he was in Haiti chilling out. All right. Fast forward 1 year and 5 months later, and here we are. Cool Girl B left this comment on the video we did 1 year ago. There was a little boy who lived down in Mudpot Street. Rise up every day, can't find nothing to eat. Mama got 6 more mouths to feed, don't have a daddy to make ends meet. So this little youth decided to step out into society to help mama make ends meet. So he borrowed one of his friend's Sunday best, dressed up looking sweet. Society took one look at his application and said, no, sorry, Your application is weak. Your address only breed gunmen, killers, rapists, and low-life thieves. Broken and stressed, he went back to his home in Mudpot Street. This wasn't the end to this little youth, pleading to society, for one day he heard a little bird a run off in beak about a politician that was keeping a street meet. So he decided to see if he could go down there to get a hustle for something to eat. The politician started to brag how his party was the real deal and how he can put brand new shoes on the youths them feet and big money in them pocket, so big food they can eat. All they have to do is control his streets. He will give them the tools they gonna need. So this little youth think back on society, painful words, and took up the politician's offer. Mama and the family now got food to eat. Cock up foot watching TV on brand new bed sheet. But tonight she cannot sleep, for her son is running bloodshed in the streets. She started to cry. Life is a real bitch. My boy came from a good mother. I am not a witch. Good son gone bad. Leave your comments in the comment section below. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.